Hey, Jessica, I need to ask you something. What is with this lunch you sent me to work with today? It's just whatever was left over from dinner last night that you threw in a container.
I know. I'm so sorry, Jeremy. Things were a bit chaotic this morning, and I didn't have time to make anything new. Ella was throwing a really bad tantrum.
Oh, so you're gonna blame my sister's kid now?
I'm not blaming anyone for anything. I'm just trying to explain to you what happened. I had to go to the hospital to see your mom too, so I ran out of time.
No, so now it's my sick mother's fault.
That's not what I meant. Ever since we moved in here, I've been taking care of your mother and taking care of your niece too. It's a lot, Jeremy. You know I take care of everything around the house too, right?
In case you forgot somehow, my mother is weak. She can't get around like she used to. Also, my sister is a single mother. Do you not have any sympathy for either of them? Don't you think it makes sense that you take care of stuff around the house since you're the most physically capable one and you have the most free time?
Look, when we talked about moving in with your family, I agreed to help out. I never, ever agreed to taking on all of the work around here. Not only that, the agreement was that we would live here and help out until your sister found a job. It's been 6 whole months, Jeremy. It doesn't seem like she's putting in any effort into finding herself a job.
Don't you know that it's hard for single moms to find work?
I agreed to do this because our lease was up at our apartment. I agreed to move in here just for a little while. This is not at all what I signed up for, Jeremy.
So you think the two of us should just pack up and leave? That way we should leave my mother and sister and Ella to fend for themselves?
You said you would look into moving your mom into a nursing home. To that end, you've done absolutely nothing. No calls, no searches, nothing.
My mom doesn't have dementia, Jessica. Her mind is as clear as day. Do you really think she should be put in a home just because she's weakened a bit physically?
Your sister goes out and parties every single day. Don't you think she could help out around the house or, I don't know, take care of her own kid while she's still looking for a job? What is the point of us living here?
Jessica, Audrey is looking for work right now. What if something comes up and she has to start immediately? Don't you think it's better for us to be here and help her out? We're family. Family helps in times of need, and that's that. I don't understand what's so difficult to understand about this. I didn't realize you were so cruel.
Why can't you just send them money and support them that way? If we don't live here anymore, I can take on some work. I can work from home. I don't know how much more of this I can take, Jeremy. This is too much.
Oh, wait a minute. You're throwing in the towel just because we moved in to help my family? Seriously, Jessica, how cruel and conceited can you be? You think this is hard? And you think that you can handle it when we have a kid? You're just whining.
Look, I do everything around the house. I take care of your sister's kid all day, and I do everything anyone asks me to do. And what do I get in return? Complaints. They complain about how my food tastes. They criticize how I clean, saying I don't do a good enough job. Did you know that sometimes they make me remake them dinner?
Well, don't you think you wouldn't have to if you did a good enough job the first time round? If you were doing a good enough job, no one would have anything to complain about.
Do you even know how impossible that is? And heaven forbid you help me out from time to time.
Excuse me? I'm the one working all day and earning a salary to support all of us.
Lest I forget. But why can't you help out on your days off? At least you have days off. I never get a day to myself anymore.
Newsflash, Jessica, you're a stay-at-home wife. Not even a mom, but a wife. You're home all day, every day. What makes you think you deserve a day off? All you have to do is chores and you get to live rent-free. Maybe it's time you stop being so selfish.
How am I being selfish right now?
Just quit your whining and do what you're supposed to do. I work hard all day. The last thing I need to hear is you whine about how hard it is that you're home all day.
Jeremy, when are you going to come home? You promised you would watch Ella after lunch.
Sorry, but I can't come home now.
What? Where are you? You're not working today. You said all you were doing today was some quick shopping. What happened?
Well, actually, I ran into some friends while I was out shopping. I haven't seen them in a long time, so we're gonna get a bite to eat and catch up.
Wait, are you serious? I have an appointment at the salon. It took me a long time to get this appointment. What am I even supposed to do with Ella? Your sister is gone, of course, and your mom is at physical therapy all day long.
Just take Ella with you to the salon. What's the big deal?
I asked you to watch her because I can't do that, Jeremy.
You with your nagging all the time. Just cancel your salon appointment and go another time.
It's been 6 months since I last had my hair done.
Don't worry about it. I guarantee you no one is looking at you, so you'll be fine. Besides, you wear your hair up all the time anyways.
You won't even let me go get my hair done once in a while? Why am I the only one that has to do everything? Why can't I do something nice for myself every so often? I take care of everyone and everything in this household. Would it kill you to help me out even a little bit?
If it's so important to you, just go another day. Go on a weekday. It doesn't have to be on the weekend. Besides, I don't understand why I have to do things for you on my day off.
Oh, like I have any time during the week. Your mother refuses to take care of Ella. She won't babysit, like, ever. And your sister is never home. Even if she is, she doesn't take care of her child. She just takes off again. It is literally impossible for me to make any plans.
Then find yourself a kid-friendly salon. See? Problem solved.
You don't seem to understand that Ella is not the only one I'm having to take care of. Your mother gets furious anytime I'm not home to take care of her. Heaven forbid I'm running late coming home from the store. She throws things at me.
That's understandable. She doesn't want to have to go in a diaper.
With the situation being so awful, how am I supposed to take time to go to the salon? I just want a little bit of time to relax. Besides, I would have to pay a cancellation fee if I cancel now. Please, 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 just come home. I am begging you.
I already told you I can't. My plans have changed, so you should change yours too.
Jeremy, when you made me agree to move in with your family, you explicitly said you would cooperate and help me when you can. Do you not remember that?
What am I supposed to do? You know how important it is that I maintain connections with people.
Yeah, those connections that I have been forced to abandon ever since we moved in with your family. I have no time to see my friends. I can't even go and visit my parents. I don't even have a little bit of time to myself.
Well, it's about time you got used to this, don't you think? You're the one that agreed to be a stay-at-home wife. You signed up for this.
This is so incredibly unfair.
In any case, it's not possible for me to come home right now, no matter how much it inconveniences you. If you insist on getting your hair cut, then you should call my sister and ask her to come home. I mean, she is Ella's mother after all.
You don't think I've tried? I have been calling her. She won't even answer her phone.
Well, then I guess your plans need to change.
You've got to be kidding me, Jeremy. Please just come home like you promised. I am begging you. Please.
Oh my god, just give it up already. I've had enough of your nagging and whining. If you ask me again, I am divorcing you, and that is that.
What? Divorce? What are you even talking about?
Ever since we moved home, all you've done is nag and whine and complain. I am so sick of it, Jessica. Seriously, just stop already. I know plenty of people whose wives are living with their family and taking care of the household with no problems and no complaints. I don't understand how this is so very difficult for you. By the way, you talk back to me one more time and we are getting a divorce. Is that what you want, a divorce? How about I go and get the divorce papers written up on my way home? Is that what you want?
Is that what you want, Jeremy? You think we should get divorced?
It's because you won't stop complaining and whining. If you don't want me to divorce you, then just shut up and stay home. It's that easy. Oh, but I am gonna have to sign the divorce papers. The next time you act out, I'm immediately gonna turn them in. You better understand what's gonna happen if you keep this up.
Hey, Jeremy. It's really late. Are you going to be coming home late again tonight?
Yeah, I'm having drinks with some clients right now.
So I've been feeling really, really sick. I haven't been feeling right since this morning. I just took my temperature and it's over 100 degrees. I don't feel good at all.
Why, do you have a cold?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure I'll be able to get up and move around tomorrow. I managed to put Ella down for bed, but I feel really, really sick. Will you please do me a favor and ask your sister to stay home for one day tomorrow?
Wait, you want me to ask her? Why can't you ask her yourself?
Jeremy, she ignores me every time I reach out to her. Even when she's here, she always says she's busy with something or other.
And how would me asking her make any bit of a difference?
I'm serious. I really don't think I'll be able to do work around the house or take care of Ella. My fever keeps getting worse. I keep taking my temperature and it's higher every single time.
I'm sure you'll be fine by the morning. Stop being so dramatic. All you have to do is take some medicine and get some sleep. You'll be fine after that. I'm sure all you need is a good night's sleep.
Are you seriously telling me not to take it easy tomorrow?
Well, obviously, what happens if you neglect all the stuff that needs to get done around the house? Neither my mother nor my sister can take care of the chores, and you're well aware of that. Also, taking care of Ella is your responsibility since no one else will do it. Ella can't take care of herself, you know?
You've got to be kidding me. Ella is Audrey's daughter. It's Audrey's responsibility to take care of her own child.
And you think telling her that is going to magically turn Audrey into a responsible mother? You're more of a mother to Ella than her actual mother, so just keep doing what you're doing. Case in point, aren't you the one who takes Ella to see her dad during visitation once a month?
Well, yeah, because your sister won't. I don't even understand why your sister took custody of Ella. She doesn't do anything to take care of her. If she wasn't going to look after her own child, she should have given custody to the father.
Obviously, so she can get child support. It doesn't take a genius to figure that one out.
That is so irresponsible.
I mean, she's getting a decent chunk every month. Her ex-husband has a really good corporate job.
Your sister is using her child to extort money from her ex-husband, and you're okay with that? Doesn't it make you sick to your stomach?
Why would it? I'm not the one having to shell out the money. Trust me, I don't feel any which way about it.
Jeremy, Ella is your niece. She is your blood. You don't have any sympathy for the crappy position your niece is in because of her mother?
Ella is fine as long as you're taking care of her. I don't see what the problem is.
Are you serious? I swear, you and your family are just insane. This is nuts. I can't even believe what I'm hearing.
What? Are you trying to piss me off right now?
Jeremy, I don't even have the energy to piss you off. I just think you all are the worst kind of people. I'll be honest, I really don't think I can keep doing this for your family. I just can't.
Way to be dramatic again. Reminder, this is your family now too. You married into it. It's your job to take care of the house, take care of the kid, and take care of my mom. So what if you're feeling a little sick? I go to work when I'm feeling under the weather all the time. That's your job. That's what you signed up for. It's not my job to do your job. You figure it out. But I will tell you this. You slack off even a little bit, and I swear to you, I will divorce you.
Very nice, Jeremy. I'm over here asking for just a little shred of sympathy, and you come back with a threat? Very kind of you.
Who said anything about it being a threat? Didn't I just tell you that if you keep this up, I won't hesitate to turn in the divorce papers? You have the easiest job in the world. All you have to do is do your job. That is it. You're sick because you failed to take care of yourself the way you were supposed to. It's your responsibility, and therefore it's your fault. Hey, Jessica, Earth to Jessica. What the hell are you doing? Would you care to explain why you're not home?
It's none of your business.
What did you say? Don't you dare talk back to me. Just tell me where the hell you are. Mom and Audrey are really pissed off. I warned you. I said that if you shirk your responsibilities, I'm divorcing you. Do you not recall having this conversation?
Of course I do, which is precisely why I turned in the divorce papers. I no longer intend to be your wife, so I have no more responsibilities to you or your family.
Wait, what did you just say? You submitted the divorce papers?
That's exactly what I said. So bye, Jeremy.
You wait a damn minute. What the hell are you talking about, Jessica? You know damn well that my mother needs help and can't take care of herself.
What's the problem? It's not like she has dementia or anything. She's just a little weak physically. She has a diaper, so she won't have accidents. Tell her that if she doesn't want to use her diaper, she can crawl herself to the bathroom. I mean, she's perfectly capable of assaulting me and throwing things at me. I'm sure she would have no problem getting herself to the bathroom.
What about Ella, Jessica? What is she supposed to do? She's just a kid.
Oh, don't worry about Ella. She's with her dad. I'm sure she is being well taken care of.
What did you do? Audrey is the one who has custody of Ella. You know damn well we can sue. What made you think that you can get away with this?
Again, don't worry about that. I gave him all the proof he needs to establish the fact that Audrey does nothing to care for her child. I had plenty of evidence. He said he would take care of the rest. He said Ella will be fine and that he will consult with Child Protective Services.
Yeah, how dare you? What gives you the damn right to do this?
Are you serious? I am the one that's been taking care of Ella this entire time. I have every right to make the judgment that it's in Ella's best interest to go and live with her father, rather than being neglected by you, your mother, and your sister. Her father has been talking about wanting to take over custody since the beginning. Besides, Ella loves her daddy and loves being with him. She's way more close to her dad than she is with her mom.
You need to get home immediately, right now.
How many times do I have to tell you this? I am divorcing you. I have no obligation to you or your family. I am not your wife anymore. You're the one that brought home the no contest divorce papers. You're the one that wanted me to sign them. What's the problem?
But what about the house? What about my family?
Your sister is still unemployed. Why don't you talk to her about it? It's not like she has to take care of her kid now that she should have plenty of time.
You really think that she's gonna do things around the house? Do housework, chores, take care of Mom? Are you insane? What the hell do you expect us to do?
I don't know, and I don't care. You said it yourself. It's your family, so maybe you should take care of it. Again, this no longer concerns me.
Jessica, I apologize. Look, I'm apologizing. I am so very sorry. I know I went too far, but you have to believe me. I wasn't serious about getting a divorce. I really wasn't.
Oh, really? So you're admitting that you were just saying that to threaten me?
That's not what I mean. Stop putting words in my mouth.
But that's exactly what you mean. You firmly believed that I would do whatever you told me to as long as you dangled the divorce over my head.
I was just trying to motivate you, Jessica. You're the one that kept giving up after we moved in with my family. I just wanted to encourage you to keep going. It's not like we're the only couple to ever move in with family. It's not the end of the world. It seemed to me like you were just being lazy and unmotivated.
You know what the thing is about those families that can coexist? They care about each other. They treat each other with respect. I am not saying every other situation is working out, but your family is insane. That is not normal, nor is it acceptable. I cooked, I cleaned, I took care of Ella, I even changed your mother's diapers for Christ's sake. And did I ever even get just a simple thank you? No, not at all. Your mother and sister did nothing but berate me for everything I did. Tell me, who in their right mind would opt to stay in a situation like that?
You're not the only wife with mother-in-law issues. What makes you think that you're so special?
So what, Jeremy? You think that's reason enough for me to stay and continue to be abused?
Overcoming challenges is what makes a family. We're family now, Jessica.
Oh, that's real funny, Jeremy. You don't get to treat me like a slave then call me family just to get your way. It doesn't work like that. Would you be saying that if you were in my position? Sure, sometimes it's important to work at it and overcome difficulties, but that's reserved for difficulties that are worth the hard work. Why the hell should I work myself to the bone all by myself for your family.
I said I'm sorry, Jessica.
You said in the beginning that this was all just until your sister found a job. You also said this was only until you found a good nursing home for your mother. You did absolutely nothing to look for a nursing home. Your sister did absolutely nothing to look for a job. No one helped me with chores. No one helped me with taking care of Ella. You all do absolutely nothing worthwhile, and I want nothing to do with you or your family.
Jessica, I said I was sorry. And I'm sorry if it seemed like I forced you into things, but I didn't mean to. I promise I'll change. I promise I'll help around the house. So please come home. I'm begging you.
Just to remind you, the divorce was your idea. Do you not remember sitting me down and forcing me to sign the divorce papers? I did what you told me to do, Jeremy. This is a no-contest divorce. I agree, we should divorce, so I turned in the papers. What's the problem here?
I won't make you live with my family anymore, I promise. I'll find us an apartment, I swear. I'll even talk to my mom and my sister to treat you with respect, I promise. Please, Jessica, I need you to believe me.
Oh, well, that's rich. I pleaded with you time and time again, asking you for help, and you shut me down each and every time. And now you want me to help you? You've got to be kidding me. It doesn't work that way, Jeremy. Just so you know, this divorce isn't your mom's or your sister's fault. I'm just really incredibly sick of you. This is entirely your fault. After all this, my soon-to-be ex-husband Jeremy came to my parents' house where I'm staying to apologize. But of course, neither me nor my parents had any intention of forgiving him. My dad didn't even let him pass the front gate of our property. Jeremy went back to his family's house with his tail between his legs. As for his sister Audrey, the court found that she neglected to care for her daughter, sided with her ex-husband, and now Ella is under the custody of her father. Then in turn, the court ordered Audrey to pay child support to her ex-husband. But of course, being unemployed, she's unable to meet those obligations, and Ella is being supported by her father. As for his mother, now that her chambermaid, me, is gone, she can no longer go to the bathroom when she wants to. She spends her days screaming and yelling my soon-to-be ex-husband's and his sister's names and throwing huge tantrums all day long. I know this because my soon-to-be ex-husband called me to tell me this, crying, of course. Even nurses he has hired to come take care of her at home all quit due to her abusive behavior. Now they've been blacklisted. Because of that, no nursing home is willing to take her in. Of course, his sister refuses to take care of their mother, so there is constant fighting between the siblings. He went on and on about how hellish his life is now. Of course, I reminded him, other families go through this too. A line that was persistently fed to me. And with that, I always hang up on him. Maybe now he has a shred of understanding of what he put me through. I wish him nothing but eternal fighting, bickering, and arguing amongst the three of them. They truly do deserve each other. After the divorce, I was finally able to take time for myself. I took my time under the loving care of my parents to recover, and eventually began looking for work again. In fact, I was hired to my new position just the other day. Looking back on those hellish days, I feel like if I can survive that, I can overcome anything. Also, Ella continues to live with her father and is absolutely thriving under his care. Perhaps rescuing Ella from neglect was the only good to come out of living with that family. Sometimes I still have flashbacks to those days, and it sends me into a spiral of negative thoughts and feelings. But I am continuing to heal, and I'm excited to move forward with my life and find true happiness. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.
Zoe, would you like to explain yourself? Are you trying to be funny?
Huh? I'm sorry, but what did I do? Did something happen?
I just told you about the laundry and you went and did it wrong again. You're not folding it properly. Were you not listening to a word I was saying?
Oh, I'm sorry.
needs to be completely flat with no wrinkles. The corners of the shirts need to be touching. This is such sloppy work. How long have you been married now?
About 2 years?
It's already been 2 entire years and you cannot even do housework properly. You're absolutely useless. What have you been doing? You need to fix this. It's ridiculous. You can start with coming and fixing what you did to this laundry.
Start with? Is there something else?
Stop asking me questions and get on with it. You got a problem with me?
No, I don't. I just wanted to know if you meant I needed to do something else. Never mind, sorry.
Okay. I'm going out to make sure it's done before I get back, or else. And what are we having for dinner? Have you even thought about that yet?
Oh, I have actually. I thought I'd make lasagna and some garlic bread maybe, and then for dessert I picked up some ice cream.
There is no way I'm eating that garbage. I'm not eating garlic bread. Find something else.
Oh, do you not like it?
You cook it way too much. It's hard as a rock. Are you trying to break my jaw or something? I'm too old to eat hard food like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you'd like, I can make sure I cook it last. That way it's warm, but it's still chewy. How does that sound?
No, that's not good enough. I can't chew properly with my dentures. I can't handle solid foods right now. You should have known that already. Find something else that I can actually eat, like mashed potatoes or maybe just a soup.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Why on earth did my boy decide to marry you? What was he thinking? He probably only did it out of pity. Did you stalk him until he finally gave in or something?
No. We both kind of say it was love at first sight, and so I asked him out immediately.
Oh, my son is too sweet. He's not good at saying no to others. He probably only said yes to make you happy. He should have just manned up for once and gotten rid of you. Now it's too late. Ugh!
I didn't force him to marry me. He wanted to.
You may think that, but does Dave think the same? You don't have any proof of that. Dave rarely talks about himself, and I've never heard him complain. He may not show it on the outside because he likes to seem sweet, but I know him deep down. He regrets marrying you. He could have gotten someone so much better, and I'm sure he realized that by now.
Oh, I see.
It's obvious if you just think about it for more than 5 seconds. As his mother, I'm able to tell how he's feeling, you know. I've been around him a lot longer than you. I know his little tics and signs of being unhappy. You're not his type at all. You're too tall for a woman. You look like a man, and your skin is too pale. You look like a ghost.
I'm sorry, I can't really do anything about that. I got really sick a while ago, so my skin just looks a bit off. I'm getting treatment for it, but it's not completely better yet.
It looks awful, and I doubt you'll look any better if it does get fixed. You're barely a woman at all. I feel like Dave married a man.
How am I not a woman?
Are you too stupid to figure this out? You don't look or act like one, and Dave clearly doesn't love you anymore, if he ever did in the first place. Do you really think that he wants to be with you?
Well, sort of. I mean, I'm self-conscious, so sometimes I feel like he doesn't, but I don't think he'd stay with me out of guilt or something.
See, even you understand he doesn't want you. No one in this house wants or needs you. You're terrible at your job, and even more terrible as a partner. So just get out of the house and find somewhere else to stay.
I'm sorry I'm not living up to your standards.
Babe, did something happen with you and my mom?
Huh? What do you mean?
The air feels a bit tense. She seems really angry. She's storming around and grumbling a bunch. And you seemed pretty upset too, and were avoiding her. Did you guys fight or something?
Was I doing that? I'm really sorry. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's nothing, though. I just didn't feel very good, so I was a bit out of it.
But my mom was super moody too. Do you know what's up with her?
Is she really that upset?
She's trying to act all happy when I'm in the room. She stops mumbling and smiles and tries to be normal. But if you were in the room, or we talked about you, or even worse, if she was talking to you, she seems irritated. She couldn't even look you in the eyes.
Oh, I think she's a bit upset about dinner, actually. I was busy today, so it ended up being finished a bit later than we planned.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention and I forgot to thaw the beef for the lasagna beforehand. It was still frozen, so it didn't mix properly. I'm really sorry.
I mean, I don't mind. I'm not picky about having a professional meal every night.
I feel like recently, all I do is mess up and inconvenience everyone. I feel like an idiot. I even managed to seriously upset your mother.
Well, I know you're not the best at keeping her happy.
You're right. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no, I wasn't trying to blame you or anything.
Oh, alright. Sorry.
It's fine, really. You don't need to keep apologizing. I know why my mom's upset now, which is all I needed to know.
I'm sorry I worried you like that. I was trying to stop you from having to involve yourself, but I guess I did the opposite.
I wasn't really worried. I was just kind of annoyed about it, to be honest.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would be too.
Everyone in the house was being grumpy in one way or another, and it felt too tense in here.
I'll make sure to be more careful about dinner next time. It'll be right on time, I promise. Is there anything specific you want to eat?
Nah, I don't really care. Whatever's fine.
Oh, okay. I'll go back to cleaning then. Good luck at work. See you when you get home. I'm really sorry, Dave, but I can't deal with this anymore. I'm going to snap if I stay here any longer.
What? What happened, babe?
Your mother kicked me out of the house. Sort of. Anyway.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Did she tell you to leave?
When I got back from work, I couldn't get inside. She changed the locks. I knocked a bunch, but no one would answer. And then I found a small letter taped near the doorknob. It said, "You're no longer welcome."
Are you serious? Why the heck would she be doing this?
Well, she told me a while back that she wanted me to leave. She said I need to get out of the house because one of us had to go.
Why can't you both stay there?
She was complaining a lot about how I did my housework. She said I didn't clean right. She moaned about how I folded my laundry. She said my cooking was awful. Eventually, she just came out and said what she thought, that I wasn't fit to be your wife. She said you deserved better.
Did my mom really say that to you?
Yeah, basically every day.
Every day?
Yeah. If I'm honest, I knew eventually she'd try and kick me out. It's obvious just how much she hates me. She tells me every day, so it was only a matter of time, but I just tried to avoid it because I didn't want to cause any drama for you or anyone else.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
I'm sorry for not saying anything earlier. I was worried you'd be mad if I couldn't get along with your mother. I didn't want you to be disappointed in me.
It looks like she doesn't want you back in the house at all then, huh?
Yeah, seems like it. I doubt she'll listen to any reasoning from you or me.
Are you still at the house?
No, it started raining earlier, so I left. I'm at a small diner right now, drying off. I'll come back when you're off of work so that we can be there together, if that's okay. I don't really want to talk to her alone, or at all. She's going to be really angry with me.
No, it's okay. You don't need to talk to her. I'll go by myself. You just stay where you are for now.
Oh? Will you message me after you've talked to her then?
If she said you can come in the house, then I guess there's nothing we can do. So just don't come home. There's no point arguing with her. I'll get all your belongings and try and pack them up before the end of the day. I can leave them outside the house or drop them off, whatever works easier for you.
Why would I need my stuff? I live there, right?
Not anymore.
Well, we don't need to just agree with her, right? She just kicked me out because she's mad. She's always been impulsive. If you apologize to her, she might drop it for now, and then I can come back in and warm up.
No, I'm not gonna bother trying. No matter what I do, she's just gonna get more upset. I could apologize all I want, but she'll probably kick me out too. There's no fixing the relationship. At this point, we just gotta let it stay this way.
You're giving up already? You haven't even talked to her about it.
Yeah, but I already know what will happen. I'm not trying to change something I can't fix.
I've been stuck dealing with this by myself for so long, Dave. I finally told you because I wanted you to help me. The amount of times she made fun of my skin for being pale and covered in blemishes, I feel like I had to hide in the bathroom and cry almost every single day. But I put up with it because I wanted you to be happy.
Why was she talking about your skin?
She said I have too much acne. But that wasn't all she said. She would tell me I'm ugly, hideous, every word you can think of. That one was just the most common.
But she called you ugly? Like, to your face?
The reason dinner was late yesterday was because of her, too. She didn't like what I was making for dinner because she said she couldn't eat it. I told her I'd make sure it was soft and good enough for her, but she wouldn't have it. So after everything was in the oven, I left to go check on the laundry. And then I come back and she'd thrown everything away. I had to go back and buy the ingredients again.
Seriously?
And I have trouble keeping up with the housework now because she keeps ruining it. If she doesn't like how I fold the laundry, she'll bundle it all up again so I have to re-iron and organize it all again. I had no idea that you would agree with her. Do you think I'm ugly and useless too?
No, hold on. Let me talk.
You probably wanted me to leave too, didn't you? I knew you'd be disappointed in me. That's why I tried to stop you from finding out.
Just wait a second. I'm not disappointed with you. Quite the opposite, actually.
But you don't want me to come home, right? I failed in basically every aspect of being a wife. I'm really sorry. I understand why you don't want me. I'm really happy I got the chance to be with you, though. Even if it wasn't forever, I really enjoyed having you as my husband, so thank you.
Wait, just give me a second. I'm not breaking up with you or leaving you on your own. So please, don't talk like that.
But you said you won't help me get back in the house.
I did, but I'm not making you leave and go somewhere without me. I'm coming with you. We're both leaving. I guess for now, we can find a hotel to stay in for the night, so we can both get some much-needed rest. After that, maybe we can stay with your parents? If they're willing to have us. Or I'll try find somewhere cheap pretty quickly to rent.
You're coming with me? Really? But why would you do that?
What do you mean, why? If you're not coming home, then there's no point for me to stay here either. We're married, Zoe. Where you go, I go.
Are you sure? I know you really wanted to live with your mom. Your mother probably won't forgive you if you leave her by herself and take my side. She might stop talking to you.
And why would I care about that? Is there even a question as to who I'd choose between the two of you? I said I would spend the rest of my life with you, and I meant it.
Your mother said you and her were really close, and she told me you would definitely choose her. I guess I believed it.
Don't be silly. I'm staying with you, babe.
But aren't you disappointed in me?
Of course not.
I mean, your mother was right. I'm not exactly the smartest person. I've got acne, I'm ugly, I'm too tall, I'm not the best at cleaning. I can't see anything good in myself. But you still want to stay with me?
I love being with you. You're always calm and sweet. It's relaxing to be around you. I feel like being around you gives me the energy I need for the rest of my day. I've never noticed anything wrong with your face or your skin. I like you just as you are, and I really don't care about the height. I think you look perfect. I think it's cool, to be honest. I like taller women.
Really? You actually like those things? Your mother said you complained about them a lot.
Well, she was lying. Do you want me to give you the list of all the things I love about you? That ought to raise your confidence. I can probably get at least 100 off the top of my head.
I had no idea you liked that about me. I thought you just put up with it.
There's nothing about you I could be disappointed with. For me, you're perfect.
We don't talk as much recently, so I thought maybe you lost interest in me. Like, if I asked you what you wanted for dinner, you'd always just say, whatever is fine, or that I can choose. You didn't seem to want to talk to me.
I'm sorry. I'm just not a very opinionated person, I guess. Anything you make is delicious, so I really don't have a preference. Everything you make me is my favorite.
Wait, really? I thought it was a chore for you to talk to me. You said the other day you were annoyed with me, didn't you?
Annoyed? When did I say that? Oh, that! I wasn't talking about you, babe. I was annoyed with my mother. She gets upset with every little thing. I was annoyed that she was making such a big deal out of something stupid like that.
You really aren't mad at me?
Of course not. But anyway, if she's kicked you out, then I guess I'm kicked out too. I'm packing your stuff right now. I'll grab mine after that. It'll probably take me a few days to get everything, so I'll have to stay here for a few days, if that's okay. I'll have my friends from work come over and help me move the heavy stuff, like the couch and the TV. I'll bring them over when my mom isn't home.
Do you want me to come help?
No, that's okay. You've had a lot of bad experiences in this house. I assume you don't want to be around here anymore. Besides, if she shows up while you're home, she'll probably start yelling or insulting you again. And I don't want you to have to deal with any of that. So, for your own peace of mind, I want you to stay away from here. I'll handle it all.
Oh, okay. What do you want me to do while I wait? Shall I get a hotel like you said?
Well, I don't want you to waste your money. I know it's probably difficult to ask on the spot, but could you see if your parents will let you stay with them? It'll help save cash, and you'll be around people who can comfort you. That way, you won't be alone.
Oh, I can probably do that. I doubt they'd tell me no, at least. They're the kind of parents that say things like, our house is your house, and tell us to come over all the time, so it should be fine.
Alright, that's good. In that case, do you mind messaging them? I can explain everything to them if you don't want to talk about it. I want to apologize to them anyway. It was my fault for not noticing anything while we were in that house. But just ask them before I talk to them. That way you can get inside and have a place to stay.
Alright.
Do you still not believe me? I really do love you. I would never lie about something like this.
Well, I always kind of thought you just put up with me. I was the one who asked you out originally and initiated most things. I don't know.
Well, I know you asked me out first, but that doesn't change anything. If I asked you out, that wouldn't mean only I loved you, right? If I didn't want to go out with you, I wouldn't have said yes. I would have turned you down and went on my way. But I didn't because I love you.
I guess so.
I'm sorry I haven't made that clear enough. It's my fault for seeming cold. I'll make it up to you somehow. I thought you knew how much I loved you, but I guess I'm gonna have to try even harder.
You never say you love me, so it was hard to tell.
I'm really sorry. I'll do whatever I can to prove to you just how much I love you. So just hang tight, babe.
I'm so glad you're finally out of the house. The house feels a lot bigger now, much more room, and all that stress I was feeling came from you, I guess. I'm feeling much more relaxed.
That's good to hear, Daisy. Good for you.
I want to celebrate finally getting rid of you, so I'm going to splurge a little and buy some expensive steak. We'll make this a little family holiday. Dave and I can eat steak and potatoes and talk about how relieved we are.
Oh, well, have fun. Although I gotta tell you, Dave isn't going to be eating it with you, so you should probably only buy enough for one. Dave is actually packing our stuff right now and coming to stay with me.
Wait, what are you talking about? Why would he do that? He already has his home right here.
I'm being serious. I left before him, but after he grabs my stuff, we're going to stay with my parents for a bit. He's only coming home to pack.
Why would he go with you? He has everything here. He doesn't need you.
He said that where I go, he goes, because I'm his wife, and he wants to stay with me, apparently.
No way. I don't believe you. Dave is too smart to follow after a dumb woman like you. I wouldn't let him leave anyway.
Apparently, you're the only one who thought he doesn't love me. I believed you, without even asking Dave. But in reality, he's always loved me, even if he has a hard time showing it. More than I've ever realized.
Don't be an idiot. Keep your fantasies to yourself, please. If that's what you're telling yourself to cope, you don't need to come telling me about it. How disgusting.
She's not lying, Mom. I love my wife, and I'm never gonna leave her.
Wait, is that you, Dave?
Yes, it's me. Zoe told me everything. You treated my wife awful behind my back, and I didn't even notice. I could barely believe it at first. I'm disappointed in you, Mom.
Oh, don't act like I'm the bad guy. I did this for us. It was better for you if I got rid of that woman, and I know you wouldn't do it yourself, so I helped you out. She's too stupid and gross to be with you. You need someone better.
Can you stop insulting my wife? I'm not gonna let you say things like that to her anymore. It's horrible. Why are you talking about her like that in the first place? If anyone's the idiot here, it's you. You don't deserve to be around her.
What could you possibly be getting out of this marriage?
Oh, do you want a list? She's super sweet, and I always feel calm and relaxed when I'm around her. I think her height is just right. It's cool that she's the same height as me. Her hair is soft and fluffy, which makes her adorable face look even better. And I've never thought her skin looked bad. Sure, she looks sick, but we're working on getting her better together. And I would never leave her for something stupid like that. But you're getting in the way of her properly healing. All you do is knock her down. It's not good for her mental or physical health.
But how could you be on her side? I had no idea you really loved her.
On the day we were married, I vowed to stay with her through sickness and through health. And I decided to do whatever I can to make her happy, as she does to me. I'm upset at myself too for letting this go as long as it did. I have a lot of apologizing to do, and need to make things up to both Zoe and her family for all of this. It's my fault all of this happened, and I need them to know that I plan on fixing this. And you need to take responsibility for what you've said as well.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you're gonna continue to act like this, I can't talk to you anymore. I don't need people in my life like you. And if you're gonna stay near me, then you're gonna continue to upset Zoe and her family. That will show everyone that I'm serious and sticking to my decision.
You wouldn't leave your mother. I'm not going to do anything else, so don't say things like that. So it's fine, right? I don't need to apologize or anything. I won't do it again.
That's not good enough. I'm not making any compromises. If that's how you're gonna be, I can see that you're not willing to apologize or make amends. So from now on, I'm never gonna see you again. After I take my belongings out of the house, that's it.
Don't be ridiculous. You can't do that.
I wouldn't have had to if you didn't hurt my wife. But that's what it's come to. So, goodbye. Thanks for taking such good care of me, Mom.
Wait, Dave, don't just leave me like that.
Me and Dave are getting ready for the move now, so goodbye, Daisy.
Why couldn't you leave on your own? Don't take my son away from me.
Isn't it obvious? We're married, so we've got to stick together. He already told you that.
Just go away. I don't want to speak with you. I hate you.
Dave has already blocked you, apparently, so I'm going to do that too now. I don't see a point in carrying on this conversation. Good luck, Daisy, and goodbye.
Wait, I was just mad. It was in the moment. I've calmed down now, so let's talk. You've got it all wrong. Don't just leave. You both can come back. It's fine.
It's too late for that. Goodbye. You should be relieved. There will be even more space in the house for you now. You can party even harder and have the steak and potatoes by yourself. After that, Daisy called me over and over again, almost for the entire night and for the next few days as well. She completely filled up my voicemail box until I finally blocked her. Maybe if I gave her a chance to say goodbye, we wouldn't have done this, but I couldn't bear talking with her anymore. Dave eventually ended up calling her to say goodbye properly. He wasn't happy about it though. He said he was only doing it to shut her up. But I noticed something. While she was talking to him, Dave is always very cold and blunt to everyone. Not on purpose, he's just very introverted. But he's not like that with me. He's much sweeter. I could hear Daisy on the other end of the phone crying and apologizing a bunch. She said she had no idea he really loved me and that she didn't know she was upsetting me. Clearly she knew, so that's a terrible lie. I've thought a lot about what my husband said and try to see things differently now. Just because he doesn't say he loves me all the time doesn't mean he doesn't. And he's trying a lot harder to be more honest and show his feelings with me too. I'm so happy my husband chose me. I love him so much, and I can't wait to be with him forever. I believe him when he says he loves me, and our relationship is better than ever. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the story, please like the video and share with your friends. For more content like this, you can visit and subscribe to our channel below. Thanks again!